Monday evening, the markets have now closed and we're looking at Mark. This stock is down by a further 9% today. The trend for this one is quite simple. You will see that from 9:30 up until where we are right now, we haven't really dropped by too much, but it really was that open that killed off this share price, because you will see ultimately from open, we did have that big step down, which took us to the mark that we are at currently. Again, you will see we started off here on a price of 211, so I'm assuming that we had a big gap downwards when we did open, and again, that is clear now on the chart. So that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. If it sounds good, make sure to leave a like in the video and do subscribe as well. But also remember, this is not financial advice, but I must say, you guys are absolutely killing it with the channel. Keep it going, keep subscribing if you are enjoying the content, because it is amazing to see how fast you guys are helping us grow. But as I said, not financial advice. Absolutely inform yourself of the risk with this stock, because it can go either way. Sure, it has that potential to move upwards really quickly, but also can move down just as fast. I think a lot of people do forget that. Now, the third and final point that I want to touch on is the fact that we are doing a fundraiser right now for Save the Children. 100% of the proceeds do go straight to them, and right now we have raised $260. If you guys can push us up, raise an extra $40, that will take us up to the $300 mark. That would be amazing, and it will just put us a little bit more ahead, and we are trying to raise more and more going forwards into Christmas, and it is actually terminating on the 24th of December, so again, it will hopefully be a nice gift for the children at Christmas. But now we're going to dive into this one, and we're going to start off again looking on the really simple chart and just quickly analysing what we are seeing over here for the 1 day, the 5 day and the 1 month. And we're going to start off on the 1 day because, like I said, it really hasn't been the worst. Yes, the price is down, but you will see that is because of where we started off. Take out what we are seeing from 9:30 to 10, and we are actually not looking at too bad of a day at all. In fact, even take out from the morning session, just take out what we are looking at from 9:30, and then you will see things are not looking too bad at all. Starting off on a price down here of about 196, and again, yes, we have had that big drop from open initially, but from there it has been quite a flat day. Real consolidation from the lows as well, which is nice to see. Lows were down here at the 180 mark. Now come out to the 5 day chart, and one thing is clear. We are still falling, of course, but from the absolute lows which were down here, we are up by a little bit, which is a good thing. But yeah, overall, it certainly is a red chart for the 5 day, and that is worth mentioning. Now, the 1 month chart is still looking more and more interesting as time goes on. Dare I say, we have almost found a level with this stock, in my opinion. You will see one thing is clear. Prior to the big spike up, the price was valued at about 93 cents anyway, so it was about a $1 stock from the beginning. Now from that point, we rose all the way up to the $4.50 mark at the absolute highs, so you will see the stock went up by 4 times almost, which really is quite phenomenal. And it was inevitably going to be coming down from there, as people who bought in here, here and here are going to be taking profits. But yeah, now we're coming back down, and the question right now that I'm asking is, where is the new floor for this stock? Because I do know now that more and more people know about this stock than did previously, so I do assume that the floor will be a little bit higher, but right now we're in the process of finding out where that floor actually is. Now, like I did say, look at the chart on the 1 month and even on the 6 month. We have seen the stock be valued a bit higher than where we are right now, but realistically, in the past 2 or 3 months, we don't really have a floor to go off. So right now, it's about finding where that new floor is based on this initial spike up. Now, one thing that I did mention just a few moments ago is when you come out to the technical chart and when you come out to the 1 month on that, one thing is becoming clear. We are still dropping as time goes on, but the drops are becoming less and less steep, which really is a good sign. My question is, are we going to start to level out at some point around the 170s or a little bit higher? It is absolutely possible. Perhaps we could even start to level out in the mid to high 180s, but I would say the 170s possibly as a conservative estimate. Now again, that is not guaranteed. It does definitely depend on what we are seeing in the next 2 or 3 days, but I do think it is possible now that if we do see some more flat action / small drops downwards, we could be near the bottom of this, dip, and that would be a good thing to see, because right now with this stock and with a lot of these other stocks that have seen this big rise up in a short period of time, we are having the same issue. We don't know where the new floor is going to be. We cannot find the new level of support just yet. Now, like I said, this stock has seen lows both down here and of course, earlier on in the 1 day chart, but the question right now is, where is the new floor ultimately going to be? Are we going to stay quite similar to where we were back here? Is this going to be our new level of support? We just do not know as of yet. So I would definitely urge on the side of caution with this stock, and when it comes to would I buy it, the story is definitely going to be a mixed one. On the one hand, I do understand that buying this stock right now could definitely give you some advantages. For example, if it does actually go back up into the next couple of days and you were to have bought it now, yes, there definitely is that potential that you would have been able to, capitalize on more profit than what you would have done so if you had have bought in later. But on the flip side, there is also that argument that if the stock price does drop from where we are right now, you could have definitely saved some money and bought more shares, or at least bought your shares at a cheaper price if you just wait it out. So you can see that there are two sides of the argument, especially when we look at this stock in the short term. What I would say is, if you were looking to invest in the stock, what I would personally do, I would not buy it right now. I would just wait until we see what we see tomorrow. Now, I've spoken about my strategy before. I do see myself on more of the conservative side. I understand how these stocks can definitely make us some big money, so I definitely do not think they are the worst buys in the world for a quick swing trade / day trade, but I also am on the more conservative side. If I was looking to enter this one personally, and again, it's not financial advice, it's just my personal strategy, but I would be looking to do a quick swing trade on this one, i.e. in the next 1 to 2 weeks I would be looking to sell, and I'd be looking to wait until this one sees a day of flat action, and then, potentially a little bit of green before I would say the trend has changed. Now, even then, it is very, very speculative because we do not know if that new level is going to find that support and actually stay there. And again, we do not right now know where that level is going to be, but that is when I would start to consider this one a buy. But like I said, I'm going to be talking about this more in the next couple days anyway, so if it does change, I will be giving you guys an update on that. So I do understand how this stock could be a buy right now. Ultimately, once again, it does depend on what your risk tolerance level is. If you buy it right now, there is that potential of making profits if it goes back up, but you are going to sustain bigger losses if it does go back down. That's my personal view on it, but what I want to do now is give you guys a quick look at the technical indicators on the 1 day, 5 day, and also on the 1 month as well. So on the 1 day indicator, you will see that the moving average is at 190, which is a little bit below where we are. Not too big of a deal at all. It is a little bit below because we had that big push up and then started to neutralize, but it isn't too far off at all, so I'm comfortable with that. The trend for the RSI is pretty good as well, sat on 53. Bear in mind, 50 for this period is neutral, so 53 is good as well. It is exactly where we want to be. Come out to the 5 day chart and you'll see a few things over here. We're sat on the moving average once again because we've had consolidation for the majority of today. We've had that time to catch up, which is good, and subsequently the trend on the RSI is sat on 56. Now if you're looking at the MACD, that is also quite flat. So basically everything in this time period is quite flat because we have had a fairly neutral day today, minus the initial drop that we had at open. So you can see how that trend has been moving for that time period. And come out to the past month now, this is where we get our interesting data in my personal view. So a few things I want to talk about on this chart. The first of which is going to start us off down here on the MACD. So the MACD is of course a lagging indicator. It doesn't necessarily tell us everything, but yes, this one is falling today. These steps are becoming steeper and steeper. We're going down quicker and quicker on the trend for the MACD, and these lines over here are coming closer to crossing over and going back down. Now once these start to cross over, that is another sign of a bearish trend. The first sign of a bearish trend is seeing these red candles step in. However, like I said, the actual movement of today is not necessarily as true as this candle is because we did have that big push down on initial open, like I did say. Other than that, the trend really wasn't too bearish for the majority of the day, so you could say that the MACD has kind of been caught out there. Now the RSI is coming to more normal levels. We're back down to 57 over here. Yes, that is a little bit high, 7 points away from neutral, but honestly, it's not too bad, especially considering how high we were back on these days, of big moves. So I'm happy to see this one come back down to where we are right now. Now, another interesting thing that I like to look at on the 1 month is going to be the volume. So today's volume figure is at 18.95 million. This is compared to the prior trading day, Friday, at 73 million. So one thing that I did mention in our last video, I want to see volume come back into the stock, and I was hoping that was going to be the case today. It wasn't. Volume went back down to normal levels because bear in mind, volume has been dropping time over time from the initial high volume on these 2 days. If we can highlight back here, we had volume of 198 million, then we went up to volume of 386 million. But from that period, we went down to 83, falling down to 53, falling down from there to 30, and then again 70, plus on this day 73 million. And my question is, are we going to see volume come back in? And of course that did not happen today. We went to a low for volume, which really is not what we want to see right now. So My question is, where do we go from here? Like I did mention, the potential of us leveling out is going to be really good. I think that we do have the possibility to do that in this week, and that is what I am looking for with this stock. Would I buy it at the moment? Of course, like I said, I would not. I do understand the potential of doing so and how that could be beneficial, but I just want to know for certain where the floor is. Yes, we have seen a floor potentially here in the past, but that is very speculative as we only have one day to go off when looking at that, so I would be very, very cautious. I would not buy it right now, but I definitely will be keeping my eyes on it. I will be giving you guys updated videos. A lot of you guys ask me, why do I make videos when I say that I would not buy it? It's not because I think the stock is a bad buy overall. It's not because I think that there is not money to be made, but I think there is also a flip side. Sometimes it's okay to look at a stock and say, yes, it's an interesting stock, yes, everybody's talking about it right now, but let's also look at these factors of why now may not be the best time to buy it. But of course, like I said, I am not a financial advisor, this is just my personal opinion, and my opinions can change at any moment. If the charts start to move on the upwards direction, my opinions can change as well, like I did say, because I am looking for that trend change to come into this one in the next couple of days. So I will be giving you guys updates as time goes on. Thank you for watching this one, I'll see you all again tomorrow. Let me tell you about our Discord. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here, and again if you do join us it is completely free, link is down below, but if you do want to become a Patreon you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name, so your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.